Hello.
So we didn't do a video in November, at the end of November like we are planning. We waited a couple weeks, or a week and a half, whatever it is.
It's December 7th.
Our plans are going to be changing. We'll tell you more about that at the end of this short video.
So you have to watch the video to get the important stuff.
Yeah. So first thing, Patagonia. Think of Texas and triple it, and that's about the size of Patagonia. It's freaking huge, and it goes on forever and ever and ever, and it looks almost exactly the same the whole way down. Mountains on the right, ocean on the left, you're in the desert, cruising. It's pretty cool, but it's pretty big.
It's big, yeah. So, when we were in Patagonia, there's some high winds. We first encountered that in Zapala, and just from there on down, pretty much it was winds. And we discovered that they use a type of poplar
tree
that they use for windbreaks, which is really effective. You know it when you're walking behind one and it's breaking the wind, and then you're out from one, and then it's when you're out in the wind. Yeah.
I actually looked up, and they've done studies on the wind decrease, and it turns the wind down by about 90%.
And it truly does. You don't need a study to do that. You just know that when you're behind. Yeah. So, and also Americans, like they call us loud ass Americans, and I just want to know who says that.
Because it's really the French and the Chinese.
No, there's some loud Argentines, and there's some loud Brazilians. Like there's some.
So we're not the only bad tourists.
Yes. So yeah, you just have to go where they are.
But we don't help when we beg, pack, or hitchhike. We look really, really cheap and cheesy, and.
But I think that's more the Argentines that do that, because I think Americans are kind of like, because that's who was doing it. It was the Argentines that were doing it, because I guess it's safer here. But like Americans, like we were like, oh my, I was appalled. I was like, oh my God, don't you worry about your safety. But I guess somebody was killed a couple of years ago, and it was a huge deal. So I guess here it's more acceptable and safer.
Hitchhiking. Not
yes.
killing people.
Not killing people. And then there, I guess, backpacking hasn't gotten too big down here, thank God.
It's a Far East thing right now.
Yeah. So, but like the hitchhiking, I think is a little indicative. But I think they've always hitchhiked here a lot.
If you go to a foreign country, plan to be able to afford your way through and back. Don't just beg when you're there, because that's really lame. So Patty and I don't know if you saw our post a while back, we went to a disco. Yeah, it's not like that. We thought we were going to have to dance, but we really wanted food. Turns out it's a restaurant.
The type of
al disco.
Al disco, yeah.
They cook it on a disc that they rotate over the fire, and they get really yummy, and it was pretty freaking delicious. So sometimes they are discos, like with dancing. Sometimes they are restaurants. So,
but we went to the restaurant.
Look on the Google reviews.
Yeah. This is a guy thing.
This next one, I have a really short inseam, 29 inches, maybe 30, depending on who's measuring and what kind of shoes I'm wearing. Urinals here are really, really tall. I think I've found 2 in the last 2 months that I haven't had to stand on my tiptoes in order to use. I don't know why they mount them so high. Argentines aren't particularly tall people, but the urinals here are mounted really high on the wall.
So you have to focus on your aim, I think.
You either got to stand back and like arc it in, or like stand on your tiptoes, or get a step stool, just in case you're wondering. Next one.
The sorry ass lounge music. We were in a restaurant, I think in Ushuaia, and it was this guy singing like a virgin, and it was really disturbing, because just if you listen to the lyrics of like a virgin, it's female, driven, and we're so used to Madonna singing it, and here's this guy just crooning horribly.
Then we started to notice that every single restaurant had the same music. Like they were really bad, like a really bad lounge cover singer.
Really bad. Really bad.
But every restaurant used like the same service. And so finally I asked one of the restaurant managers, he's like, oh yeah, I can change it over to tango or salsa or whatever. He's like, yeah, please do that.
Yeah, because it's really like
horrible. If you actually listen
prayer,
to it, it's horrible.
Like they try and reggae it up, but it's just not.
Yeah.
It's like, leave that for the Jamaicans if you're going to try and reggae it up. It just did not work.
And the last one, since we left Stafford, Virginia, 5 months ago, every single place we've been, we did 1,500 miles across, 15,000 miles across the U.S. We've done about the same amount of distance in Chile and Argentina. Every single place has a bike lane, a walking path, a park, all connected. And Stafford, Virginia, if you're watching this, get some bike lanes.
Yeah.
Allow commuters to get to and from places via bike.
It's very Buenos Aires especially is really all the places in Argentina are really walkable,
Pedestrian or bicycle
yeah.
friendly.
And Chile, man, I tell you what, they're amazing as far as they will stop if you're in a crosswalk. They will stop for you. It's not like America where they'll like, hey, 5 cents. They are very, very conscious.
So here's our big announcement. We're almost done with South America. In a week we're going to fly to Colombia.
Yay.
And we're going to be there for 4 or 5 days while we're waiting for our ship to take us to Dunkirk, France.
Yep, that's the plan right now.
And it's not a cruise ship, it's a cargo ship. They rent out spaces. We'll send pictures once we actually have some, once we're on the boat and off the boat, because we don't know if we'll have Wi-Fi while we're on there.
So, and we're also, yes, we know that there's a general strike in France right now. But it's only 16 kilometers to the
we can walk to Brussels. We can walk to Brussels if we have to.
Yeah.
So that's our big announcement. We're headed towards Europe next in a couple of weeks, and we will be there over in January.
Yes, January 5th is when we're supposed to dock. And we do plan on coming back to South America. I personally really liked Argentina, but there's of course Colombia, but there's been a lot of strikes and stuff, and kind of just a lot of unrest. So
we're gonna let things settle down over here.
Yeah, hopefully it does. Because we really wanted to see Chile, from the top to the very south, and then come back up to Argentina was our original plan, and that kind of got wiped out. But we'll just do Europe and just hang out. Hopefully France doesn't cause other countries to have meltdowns, kind of like what happened here. Because I kind of felt like
Chile
Bolivia
started everything else.
Well, no, Bolivia started it first, and then Ecuador, and then Chile, and so then it's kind of spread to Colombia. And it's weird how you hear different things in the news. So things that you may have not heard, we're definitely hearing here because we are on Facebook groups that kind of real time tell us what's going on. So we're really excited about going to Dunkirk, because that's a part of history, of recent history, and also a lot of old history. So, but we are aware of the issues going on there, but it'll be part of the adventure.
So that's it for now.
All right, take care, guys. Love you.